On the video, you say, and I'm paying rent.
Yeah.
Did you pay rent?
Not to him, to the woman he just brought up. She's the woman that I had to pay.
You have a receipt?
That I had to pay something.
What rent did you pay?
That's lies.
She just asked me for $200.
Well, who is she that she should set the rent for?
This is his employee, that's why.
Well, how much did you pay her?
I paid her about $400.
You don't say that in your papers. Also, I'm a little bit confused because you're suing him for pain and suffering for an incident that he claims that you really provoked.
So it wasn't like I put up my hands or he put up his hands. No, I turned my back to go get my things, and he grabbed me by my hair and started swinging me towards the wall.
So I see. So you turned your back to him.
I turned my back after
somehow he managed to punch you in the jaw from your back.
I said when I turned around, he grabbed me by my hair and dragged me towards the other way. Then the other things happened.
Okay, so I'm very confused about your lawsuit. You're saying that he stole your property. That's the word you use, stole my property. And you have admitted here that he says you can come and get it anytime you want.
I will explain that to you.
Yeah.
Back in December, when I had the security job, we had a tattoo party going on. I was invited to come as a tattoo artist to do tattoos. So I asked him, like a man, asked him if I could have my things back. And he said I could come get them the very next day for the tattoo party. I contacted him, and he never replied.
It didn't require a reply. You can come and get it anytime you want. Wouldn't that have been more reasonable than to accuse him of stealing it?
Sir, you're suing for $3,200 over 4 months, and you said it was 5 months, yes?
You know, I gave him the leeway.
And you said it was for $200 a week?
Yes, ma'am.
$100 a week once the shop was up and running.
What do you mean up and running? Because you were already,
So
you were already giving tattoos.
In between this 5-6 months, he's telling me that he knows 3 carpenters. They're going to come in and put in LED lights and everything. I can't operate a shop if the walls and stuff aren't ready yet.
Were you providing tattoos in the shop?
A couple tattoos for people that know family members.
Mr. Love?
It was no family member.
When you first had this understanding that you were going to use the defendant's shop for your business, he didn't ask you for money in advance, did he?
He asked me for anything.
As a matter of fact, he didn't ask you for rent.
He'd asked me for anything initially. He actually said he wasn't my boss.
Did you have clients?
I didn't have a clientele. No, I did not.
Not at all?
I had friends that came to visit and check it out.
So you weren't making...
I was not making money. No, I was not.
And was the defendant hounding you for money?
Yes. Randomly one day, he just comes in the shop and he's like, hey, it's going to be $200 a week now. I was already dealing with something, so I didn't go into it, but I knew that since
So you never agreed?
We never agreed.
And you never paid?
Never paid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything further?
Good.
All right, thank you both very much. Parties are excused. Thank you both.
This courtroom is now in recess. We'll have you wait outside the courtroom doors.
All right, I think I may have let, to some extent, the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, you
my
did.
examination of the plaintiff, because I did feel there were a number of inconsistencies that led me to conclude that the defendant was the person that the plaintiff was trying to paint as the initial aggressor, nor was he the person that was trying to gouge him for rent, and nor was he the kind of person that was going to steal his property.
He was poking the bear. He was definitely poking the bear.
I don't fault the defendant in this case for having that reaction when it was preceded by that.
By name calling?
Sticks and stones.
Yeah.
I understand that. He's not suing for the assault.
You don't follow the guy into a different shop and offer his skateboard. That's where he lost me.
I don't,
like, you don't do that.
I don't even understand.
I don't either. I didn't understand
I
that.
thought the plaintiff had a tough relationship with the truth at times. I actually do believe that the defendant was called a name and swung at him.
Is he owed money for that? Because we see no injuries.
I think he went 5 days later to an emergency room to try to gather proof. So no, I don't think he's entitled to.
I believe that too.
And I do think that the fact that he provoked the altercation, even if not physically, I think does have to do a lot with whether he's entitled to pain and suffering. I really don't think either of them proved their case.
Yeah, I would go along with that. I would dismiss both
the issue with the rent to me is I don't see any point at which there was a clear agreement.
And the countersuit is almost an afterthought.
I agree.
Being sued for this.
Yeah, so I think neither of them.
neither of them are getting
Yes,
anything.
they're not going to get it.
Well, we do need to order that he could go get his stuff, right?
That we will do. Okay? Do we have a verdict?
I think we do.
We do.
We have a verdict.